In this section, we are going to look at the different types of accounts that are there in the Ethereum blockchain. All that we have been talking about till now has been one type of account only. It is the account that you own as a public key and private key and all of these things. In Bitcoin, we only need one type of account because BTC is the only asset that is going to be transferred and their ownership will be tracked by all of us. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, there are two things involved in this. One is called as the externally owned account, or in short, we call it a EOA. These externally owned accounts mean that these accounts are something owned by the users of Ethereum, which means the real world users, aka us, right? So if I created a MetaMask account and that gives me a public key and private key and all of that, that is an externally owned account because I am a third party from the real world trying to talk to the blockchain. And if you create one, all the accounts owned by us are known as externally owned accounts, or in short, EOAs. And these are owned by the users in Ethereum itself. Next type, which is the new one that is in Ethereum, is called as a contract account. What does this contract account mean? Is that these are accounts created for each of the contracts. Now, when you have this blockchain and you are creating a smart contract, so you are creating a smart contract, this has to be deployed into the blockchain. What does this mean? You have to put this inside a block somewhere and you have to create something like this. A space will be created for the smart contract code and that will be stored inside the blockchain. Now, how do you identify this is your contract, right? So let's say the name of your contract is Amazon, right? Is it that Amazon is a unique name for your contract? Are you the only person who can create this Amazon as a contract? No, there can be multiple Amazons created by multiple people in the world today, which means this name of the contract cannot be used as the unique identifier for your contract. But still, you need to know where you have saved your contract, right? That's the purpose for which contract account exists in the Ethereum network. So when you deploy your smart contract into the blockchain, this memory space will be given a contract account, which will also looks the same. So it will also look like 0x, DAB, 123, AB, whatever, right? It will also look exactly the same as your externally owned account. So visually, there's no difference between an externally owned account and a contract account. But by type, these vary a lot. One of the most important key differences of a contract account is that it does not have a private key. Because whenever a contract account starts a transaction, that's supposed to be a very secure transaction. So private key is not existing in a contract account, whereas externally owned account has a public and a private key, right? So this is the different types of accounts in your Ethereum blockchain, and we'll look at more about the contract account and externally owned account later during the session. Right? So remember that externally owned accounts or EOAs are the ones owned by users in Ethereum, and contract accounts are unique identifiers for contracts deployed to a network. With that, we'll complete these types of accounts. We'll see in the next section.